When I see people, they have no place to stay, or their children without shoes, or they have no food. I look at them, I said, that is impossible, Jesus, to look at them and leave them like that. I'm Jamal. I work in Iraq and Kurdistan. I'm the head of the NGO called Hand of Help. We serve refugees in the country.
I'm really thankful that Central has considered this one of its strong ministries. This ministry is not in our budget. It's totally supported by offline giving. Many lives are being touched and people are coming to Christ here in Iraq and surrounding areas because of what we do here with Jamal. I think the most moving thing is working with the refugees, meeting with them, sharing meals with them, talking with them, seeing how they live, the difficult situations that they're in. That makes me appreciate what God has given to us, and that's why we want to share what we have to the refugees.
Let every heart prepare his room.
We also go to the school, encourage the kids there, and the teachers especially. A lot of the teachers at the Muslim school are Christian, and so we're there to encourage them. So this is the very first church I ever came to about 10 years ago, called Kurzaman Church. We participated in worship there. We like to preach and sing and hear them lead in worship, and then we encourage their pastor and his wife too as they're leading this small, struggling church. But I enjoy that as well because a lot of the people are Syrian refugees and a lot of them are from the area.
When Randy comes, he opened the doors for us. When we go to the government, they love him. They like to have the relationship with him. He comes with us also to the army.
We went up to the border near Mosul to work with the Peshmerga army. We take them a truckload of supplies to help them. We sang Christmas songs, we told the Christmas story, we had lunch with the guys, shot off some guns for fun, I guess that's what you do when you're with the military. We just have a great time encouraging them and loving on them and then actually tangibly helping them with blankets and food and other things.
They love to see the Americans who come and to bless them by aid and also by singing and sharing the gospel. People love him no matter what it is. The people love him.
Through the years, Jamal has made really good connections with members of the parliament, other members of the government, the Ministry of Religion, even inside the refugee camps with the leaders. That opens doors for him to come in with the gospel, and then the training center where people come to be trained and where they share the gospel there and hand out literature and books and Bibles. By making those connections that he's made, it's allowed him to do a lot more than maybe some people who just come in and help.
Our center is next to the Muslim camp. It's only 2 minutes walk from the camp. And our center is strategic because we get the people from the Muslim camp to come and to do the courses. We run like a few kind of courses, electricity, English, sewing, and computer courses to reach these people.
People appreciate when you are investing in them. And Jamal's ministry, he's investing in them, not just with telling them about Jesus, but he's really investing in them by giving them a skill. They can actually use it and helps their family. So when the sewing classes for the women, it helps dignify them, give them an identity, but also helps their family and helps their community. So they're not just receiving, but they actually giving to others.
The Lord gave us favor inside of the camp to do all of this stuff, and we start seeing a change in the heart of the people. Every time we come and we have lunch in the camp, the man of peace in the camp, he invites all the leaders from that tribe or that camp, and we share the gospel, we give them the Bible, and we try to give them the gospel as much as we can. And amazing things, they are very open to hear the gospel and very open to read. And our prayers is the word of God will never come back empty, and these people, they will meet Jesus one day.
Hey, we are in the camp right now, one of the refugee camps. We're unloading a bunch of clothes and items to hand out to the folks.
We've been here serving this camp for years and years. We serve this refugee people by distributing bags, clothes bags, food, shoes for the kids, for the women. And in our heart is to serve these refugees, people who came from Mosul city. They've been fleeing from ISIS. And also we help these kids with toys and clothes. And that's exactly what we do. We do it through this man. He is the chief of the camp. He called Abu Ahmed, and he helped us a lot to bring the refugees and to distribute food and clothes to them.
ونشكر مستر راندي وابو فادي على المساعدات اللي قدموها للمخيم، والكنيسه على المساعدات اللي يقدموها باستمرار للمخيم.
We would like to thank Randy and Mr. Jamal for all the work they help us in providing food and aid for us. Thank you so much for your help. Central, you are being great supporters, great helper, and I love you from full of my heart. You know, you are a great people, and keep praying for us and keep standing with us. Thank you so much, Central.
And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. All right, yeah. You guys are fantastic. Best choir I've had here.